screaming trees, Hammerbox, and Tad. It's a special Rockin' the Environment on the Edge. Hosted by Krist Novoselic from Nirvana.
I had this idea I was going to kind of mix, like, Tad and I went on a tour a few years ago of Europe and made a lot of observations. Like, we went to Hungary and went to the UK, and I made a lot of observations about the environment there, like, the coal, and just talk about our tour together and the rock and roll. And
That's great.
yeah, we were in Berlin and mixed that in.
I don't know how specific you want to be.
We were in this hotel in Zurich with like the foundation was so screwy. I had an empty like vodka bottle and I put it in one corner of the wall, and I didn't do anything. It goes.
Your video or
Stairs were
something.
just like, it was an amazing place.
It was like
wasn't
totally
heavy, you're all
surreal.
out of your mind too, going through that place. It's like,
What about the bomb threat?
oh yeah.
But yeah, that was a different tour. But yeah, we were in Belfast, and not just a bomb threat, but a bomb detonated, but the detonator malfunctioned. And so it didn't do a lot of damage, but if it would have exploded as intended, like 4 floors would have been just totally destroyed. It would have been, a lot of
That's
carnage.
the Europa Hotel, the most
Europa Hotel.
bomb hotel in Europe. And there's like, I show up
Belfast.
there, there's guys who look in your bags and you walk in and there's these guys like, I go, oh, they're just remodeling around here. There's these handymen working, and I find out about it. Whoa, man, that's like bomb damage,
Yeah, a bomb actually did explode there a month or two after
You know
we'd
what's
been
so
there.
cool about that hotel, though?
That's the damage.
Bartender won't leave the bar until you're done drinking. It's not like, okay, guys, bar. No
Like
way.
4 in the morning.
And he's still there.
You're the only guy drinking, but he's
still
waiting for
there,
you.
waiting for you. It's awesome. I've only been there once, and it was dawn. That's for sure.
Yeah.
We were talking about that tour, Tad. We did in 1989.
Yeah, that was fun.
We were talking about Budapest and London being really filthy and dirty.
Yeah.
And
Being in Berlin when the wall came tumbling down, and
When we came into Germany, there's all those people over the overpasses throwing oranges and bananas and boy,
not
we
throwing
thought,
them. I think they were handing them because that did
Yeah,
a lot of
they
damage to
did.
those Trabant cars.
and I'd like to point out
Because it's
also
like-
that the fruit and vegetables are biodegradable. And if they would have actually fallen by the wayside, they would have decomposed
Yeah.
and not caused any environmental.
And you know what I
problems.
do? Like, there's like litter laws on the highway. Now, I don't know if I don't want to like encourage littering, but if I eat like an apple, I have an apple core, I just chuck it out the window. But if I have like paper and other things, I just put
It's
it
not
away.
the same with like a ding dong package or something like that.
And ding dongs are whipped lard center with sugar.
You know what they call those in Canada? King Dons.
King Don.
There's a guy named King Don, D-O-N, Don, King
Yeah.
Don. I don't get it, but
And the ho-ho is a relative of the.
Kind of like
Yeah.
Reese.
But see, this shows the relation, like if ship and like in heightened environmental consciousness, like not only do you recycle and conserve water, but you also like try to eat right and eat the right things because it's all back and trying to be natural and restore things back to the natural order. I'm sure, like in every experience, you can find an extreme environmentalist and you can find an extreme logger. I mean, most of the people out there are just hardworking people who want to make a living and just want to live like everybody else. And all they're getting is demagoguery from the government. Yeah, the spotted owl crowd.
It's a nasty crowd, throwing bottles, drinking too much coffee,
Yeah,
driving
yeah.
around real slow in Ballard.
Yeah, and their Volvos, and they'll throw their Birkenstock at you. You know what I mean? They're just vicious people. Visualize world peace, you know, on their bumpers of their Volvos. Just as like loggers are tree hating, chew chomping axe wielders, you know.
You can stereotype
They're
either side of the
insane,
issue.
yeah, and that's the way George Bush is painting it up, and he's just driving a wedge between people. Maybe in his head of the CIA mentality, he thinks it's a good deal to it's easy to control people once they're separated. So I just try to talk my side of the argument to it, that there's alternatives. That sure, how about for a start, why don't we have selective logging instead of clear cutting? Just do away with clear cutting the way they did away with slash burning. Just be reasonable. There's no need to be emotional or
It's a sticky issue because it's people's jobs that you're talking about, and they may have been in the business for generations, and it's always hard to change when you're entrenched in something like that, and it's scary, and they aren't being given any incentive or sympathy in their situation. So I don't blame them for being defensive and upset and emotional about
the majority of people in the nation are afraid of change because, like back in the feudal days when you had, you know, the person was bound to the land. Today, the person is bound to a credit card and a mortgage, card payment, and any kind of change might jeopardize that. People are less inclined. So you just got to look past the trees, look into things like hemp fiber, and recycled paper. There's a lot of alternatives. I mean, how about...
We've been looking into that a lot ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
We've been doing some personal research in that area and concluded that hemp is useful.
Oh, yeah. Just thinking about opening up a hemp store, but I'm getting really head over heels in that, and I don't want to reveal anything over the radio as of yet. But stay tuned about it. You can make hemp stocks. Like, hemp is different from marijuana. It's like a lot bushier. It's the same plant, cannabis sativa plant, but it's really bushy and really stalky. And if you were to smoke it, it'd be like smoking a rope or something, because that's what it's used for. It's used as a material for canvas and cloth and
Textiles?
Textiles, right, exactly. Ropes. You can use it for a lot of things. Hemp seed is really nutritious.
Smokable undies.
No, you can't smoke it. If you did.
Well, I can if I want to.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, here at Tad Incorporated,
to each their own.
We're developing a strain that's both smokable and highly tensile and strong. Right. At Tad Incorporated, we aim to please.
Don't touch me to me, oh, better. Don't touch me to me, oh,
you have to have like a consciousness. It's like everything you do, you have to think of the consequences of it. Like, you know, maybe I should walk instead of drive.
Yeah, I like to go fishing, and I would miss that if that wasn't there anymore. And I myself really enjoy taking all my clothes off and covering myself with grease and leaves and climbing up skyscrapers totally naked. And if I wasn't able to do that, I'd be really upset.
Tad and Krist Novoselic. We'll be right back with Hammerbox, live on our special Rock and the Environment on the Edge. Rock and the environment. Be a part of both and let everybody know. With just one phone call, you can get a great t-shirt to mark the 1992 Rock and the Environment radio specials. Plus, you send a telegram to the president and let him know you're concerned. You make a donation to Lighthawk, the National Environmental Air Force for Conservation, plus to the Relief Fund for Timber Families. All that, yours for a $25 donation. Just call 1-800-BE-A-HERO. That's 1-800-232-4376. It's that simple. You'll get a great t-shirt and the environment gets a great boost. 1-800-BE-A-HERO. It's what you really want to be. Call now. Only $25 and you're a hero to the planet.
What's an Army Cavalry Scout exercise like? Hold on. When you're tracking an armor force, you follow the signs. Like these fresh tracks. Likely river crossings. Shh, listen. Hear them? Here come their scout vehicles and their armor force. Mount up. We'll call in some firepower.
Be all that you can be.
Paid for by the U.S. Army.
Greyhound presents Talkin' Turkey with Tom and Tom.
You know, Tom, life's not easy for us turkeys.
Yeah, especially around Thanksgiving time, Tom.
And it looks like Greyhound's low holiday fares will be bringing lots of people home for those big holiday dinners.
Bad news for us turkeys, Tom.
But instead of eating, well, you know, wouldn't folks be just as thankful for a nice, juicy cranberry loaf?
Whoa.
Go home for the holidays with low holiday fares from Greyhound.
Wow, looks just like the can.
I've been driving all night just... I'm hacking worse than my 57 pickup in my throat.
All right, cut. Try this. Hall's Mentholyptus tablets with Vapor Action formula.
Vapor Action? Hey, isn't that a new Seattle band?
No. Hall's Vapor Action works on all three symptoms. It treats your sore throat, cough, and makes your stuffy nose feel clear.
Wow, man, it feels like an air conditioner in my schnoz. Woo!
That's the Vapor Action of Hall's Mentholyptus.
Great, man. Now I can sing.
Take 18.
Driving on...
For the three symptoms, cough, sore throat, and stuffy nose, come to one place, the Halls of Medicine. Use only as directed.
Hi, it's me again for Zales with another real gem concerning common misperceptions about jewelry. Mr. Dale Travis writes, I'm about to get engaged and wondered which was correct, left knee down, right knee up, or vice versa. Well, Dale, I've always found both knees down in a begging position works best. Now, as for the ring, be sure to go to Zales for an exquisite 1-carat marquee diamond wedding band for only $999. Come to Zales, the diamond store.